Tuesday morning to celebrate with us the groundbreaking of our new Central Campus headquarters facility. At this time, I'd like to introduce our Center Director, Mr. Robert Cabana.
Thanks, Nancy. Let's see, first off, I would like to recognize Barbara Arthur, representing Senator Nelson, and Cheryl Moore, representing Congressman Posey. It's really great to see representatives from our elected officials here. I want to thank Hunton Brady and Henzel Phelps for being our contractors on this awesome facility that you see a picture of behind me. I don't think we could have done better in the selection, and I'm really looking forward to having an outstanding new facility here at the end of 2016. You know, I think what this shows is this is a sign that the Kennedy Space Center is continuing to move forward in our transition. This facility is going to reduce our operating costs significantly as we consolidate, as we tear down these old facilities that we have, as we move toward a greener Kennedy Space Center. And I'm telling you, the costs that we have maintaining some of these old facilities are substantial. And I'm really looking forward to having more green buildings here. And I'm looking forward to the consolidation that we're going to get by having this new facility. So for everybody that wants to see progress and transition to the future, this is the place. We continue to move forward. We move forward in our industrial area, becoming more efficient and effective. And we're moving forward on the space front also. I think all of you know in December, we're flying the first flight of Orion on a Delta IV Heavy on EFT-1, Exploration Flight Test 1, over in the Launch Abort Support Facility. They've got the rocket up on top of that stack now, attached to the command module. The Delta IV's in the vertical, and this is our future. This is the future of exploration. The pads are transforming. We are just making continual progress as we move forward. We're moving forward on the commercial front, in our partnerships, in commercial crew, you name it. Everything continues to move toward the future as we transform the Kennedy Space Center. And I think having this new headquarters building is just one more sign, one more positive sign of that transition as we move forward. So to the team that helped make this happen, thank you. And I cannot wait to see the final results in a couple of years. Thanks.
All right, as Mr. Cabana mentioned, we're very excited about this new facility that will really take us into the next 50 years of space exploration. Most of our facilities here were built in the 60s. They've served us well. But if we're really going to be on the cutting edge of space exploration for the next 50, 100, 200 years, it's time to refresh the facilities. So Central Campus will provide us more energy efficiency, more cost effective, so that way we can put more money back into the mission. Central Campus includes this new headquarters facility, and if you haven't looked at the model over there, you got to take a look. It's fantastic. So it'll be this new headquarters facility, as well as what's already under construction back behind the old headquarters building is the Kennedy Data Center. And that is a consolidation of all the disparate data centers and server closets and everything across the center that is very inefficient. And we're bringing that all together into that new facility, which has been under construction for about the past 11 months or so, and it's due to be activated here in the beginning of 15. So that will improve our operational costs, that will improve the consolidation. When it's all said and done, we will have constructed about 450,000 new square feet of facility, and we're going to be taking down 900,000, so twice as much we're taking down. And that's involved in about 11 different facilities across the center, including the old headquarters building, as well as just to the west of that, the central instrumentation facility, which is where a lot of our data center equipment is currently housed. So it really is going to refresh the Kennedy Space Center and posture us to move in to the next phase of our exploration, with NASA doing the deep space exploration, and with our commercial partners really doing the low Earth orbit space transportation services for us. So with that, I'd like to introduce our next speaker, who is Mr. Kirk Hazen. And he is with Henzel Phelps, who is the construction contractor that's going to build this beautiful new facility for us. He is the Vice President and District Manager at Henzel Phelps, and has the corporate responsibility for management and direction of all projects across the Southeast. He is a University of Florida graduate with a Bachelor of Science degree in building construction, and he has been with Henzel Phelps for about 25 years. He has a strong emphasis working on federal projects for clients such as the Army Corps of Engineers, the Navy, NASA, and the Federal Aviation Administration. So welcome, Mr. Hazen.
Good morning. I'd like to start by saying thank you to Director Cabana for all your hard work and leadership in getting the funds appropriated for the new addition to your campus here. Thank you. Secondly, I'm looking forward, and I know all my staff that's here tonight is looking forward to working with Hunton Brady on the new building. It's a very energy efficient LEED Gold building, and we're just really excited about working with them. And I need to reflect a little bit. 15 years ago, Henzel Phelps did their first project here at the Kennedy Space Center. It was the EELV program. And since that time, we've done 6 projects out here, and we're going to maintain our stellar quality and safety record when we build this new campus for you, the new headquarters building. The other thing I want to do is thank all the subcontractors. Hopefully there's some subcontractors and suppliers in the room. You know, if it wasn't for you, we'd have never been able to turn in the bid and get this project the way we did. So thank you for helping us on the bid table. What we're going to do, I don't know if everybody knows this, but the government set a goal that 20% of the contract go to small business. We're going to exceed that goal by 10% or more. That's our guarantee to the community. The other thing we're going to do is we will subcontract over 70% of the work to local subcontractors. And what that means is that the money that's going to go into this new facility will stay in the local economy. Thank you. Appreciate all your hard work. And thank you for everything you've done in letting Henzel Phelps do another project at KSC.
All right, thank you, Kirk. Next, I'd like to introduce Steve Belflower. He is with Hunton Brady, who was the architect and engineering firm that designed the building. Steve is the vice president at Hunton Brady in Orlando. He is also a graduate of the University of Florida from both the School of Architecture as well as the building construction. His project management experience for commercial and municipal projects includes over 5 million square feet of office space for clients such as Lockheed Martin and Flagler Development. So welcome, Mr. Belflower.
Well, good morning, and thank you for inviting us here. We're really pleased to be here, and more importantly, I'd like to thank NASA for allowing us to be a part of this great project. We're incredibly proud to be a part of this project. You know, some of my fondest childhood memories are being here at Kennedy Space Center watching the launches. I remember as a boy sitting on the banks of the Banana River watching some of the last moon launches, some of the last Saturn launches. You know, and a little later I remember driving over and spending the night in the back of my dad's Oldsmobile so we could have the best viewing possible for the early space shuttle launches. You know, and this is just, it's a special and it's a magical place. And I feel the same way being a part of this building, being here today. You know, this building is going to, right where we're standing, is going to be coming out of the ground, and I'm as excited about this building as I was about those launches. You know, and I just think it's you know, it's humbling to be a part of something that I know is so important and has that same special quality. You know, we had a lot of fun designing this building. We were charged early on with designing an iconic building, and I think we achieved it with the sail element. You know, the idea was for visitors when they approach or come on to the Space Center, it's very clear where the headquarters building is and where the front door is. So I don't think it'll be you know, too confusing in the future for people to see where the headquarters is and where to be. The icon, though, is more than just about being signage and drawing you to the headquarters. It's also, the sail element also harkens back to the great heritage and history of Kennedy Space Center and some of the great launches and great missions that have occurred here. But the same iconic element, it's also a very contemporary piece that looks forward and speaks of the current great things that are going on here, as well as the great missions that we don't even know about yet in the future. designing the building took a huge team of folks. I would like to say thanks to all the folks that were on our team.